I'm going to show you how to do UV unwrapping. What is that exactly? We do it before we texture. As you can see how it flows around, how the texture is going to flow around. Let me show you more detail of what I mean. As you can see, we kind of flatten it out like a bear rug. So, for example, you see this? This is going to be the face, as you can see. And as far as the stomach goes, you have the chest and the stomach, belly button, upper chest, and all that. I'm going to show you how to do all that. And from the back, as you can see, I do it like a zipper, how it unzips, because the computer has to know, it's like a rug. You have to flatten it out to texture it. The computer needs to know where it is. And I'm going to show you, there's many ways to do it. I'm going to show you the way I do it. Why I do it from the back, from the zipper? All because the front is all that matters. Remember, if you guys need help, leave a comment down below. I love helping. And if you guys want me to do commissions for you, make an avatar for you, let me know. All right, let's get started. Down left is what I'm clicking, see? So it can follow along. All right, now it's time for UV unwrapping. What is UV unwrapping? Basically, it has to do with texturing. So for right now, we don't need to see the bones. So you can click right here, hide bones, and we don't need to see wireframe right here anyways. All right, so before that, I'm gonna go down to armature and click this. We have a bunch of objects. We should just combine a bunch. You can have a bunch separate if you want to. For example, you can have the shoes a separate one, so you can toggle that on and off. But for me, I like to limit it as much as possible to like 4 around there. But we have the tail and ears, so I'm gonna have that be one. Let's see, I'm gonna apply modifiers. Just start applying them. Then hold down Shift, then left click right here. Just do Control J. Just combined it. All right, so we have that for object, for example, and we have this. Do the same thing. Click this, left, hold down Shift and left click right here. Control J to combine it. And we'll give it a look around. And see, select on each one. All right, looks good. And don't forget to start naming stuff. For example, I'm going to name the head. I'm going to name it with a 1 first because alphabetical order of what goes on top. And this is going to be the head. Next is going to be the body. So click on the body and start naming them. It's really important to name stuff. Really, it is really important to name stuff. Especially later on, we start doing stuff. Let's see. And you can name it whatever you want. Just make sure you can recognize it. This, for example, you see right here, it's going to be the ears and tail. I'm going to do a 5 because it's the last one. All right, so yeah, everything's basically it. All right, and apply that. Yeah, just make sure everything apply except for the armature. We don't want that applied. Clothing. Now this is the body. Yeah, apply that. And the head. All right, now it's time for UV unwrapping. Yeah, just let me show you how to do that. For example, we just go to you. Let's just do shaders first. Oh, shaders are a pain in the neck. Yeah, I'll just do shaders first. For example, I'm going to start with the skin. So click right here, do new. And you can do preview if you want to. And I'm going to name this, see, skin, because this is going to be the skin. And this is not good. So just it's like a preview mode. So we don't, because you go into material mode, you can see different colors. I'm not going to do that. Why? Because I'm going to do, for UV unwrapping, go checker texture, go to default and UV unwrap. All right. It's ugly because it's not UV unwrapped yet. And as far as the color goes, I can go back to previous reference art. And let's see, which one do I want to go back to? This one, for example, I'm going to turn this off. Go to, for example, turn this off so it's automatically bright. And you click on your body, for example, and we see go back to material. And you can just click right here and click the skin. Doesn't matter too much. Just make sure it's 2 different colors. See how I can see 2 different colors? I want to make sure I can see the different colors. Something like that. What is UV unwrapping? I'm going to say that in a minute. See how we see big cubes? We want those to be small. So you can do that, for example. A little smaller. I usually like to have them pretty small because there's a lot. See now a lot checker patterns. All right, the body just has one, so we don't have to add any more. But you see right here how we have the choker? I actually want that to be connected to the clothing. All right. Because I like the texture all together. So just click on your body. L right here. P, selection. I'll have that tab to get out and click right here and just do minus. Hold down shift, left click right here. Control J. So now it's a part of the clothing. And let's see. All right. Has no other data on it. Let's see. Skin. And the head. It's also good to be the skin as well. Because the default is going to be the skin because the head also has skins. But the head's going to have more. I like to separate the eyes. It just makes it a lot convenient. So I'm going to go into edit mode and put whatever the last one is on. We made one angry. It's nice to have just another default one. So I'm going to click right, go down, just click right here. I can't remember if I did it in the last match, but here's another default one. All right. And we go to material. We can make a new one. New. And we're going to name this one. See, eye color. All right, so same thing, checkered, UV. I'll make sure go on UV. And we can just go back to here, for example, see the back. The eyes are just naturally blue or whatever color you want. Oh, purplish. So I'm clicking the lighter one. Then click on the darker one. Just click, make sure you have your eye selected. And we can just do L, then assign. So later we go in here. It is basically UV unwrapped. I'm going to show you how to do UV unwrap right later, but I'm just showing you how to even do a shaders apply stuff. We can do the same thing right here. Just make sure it's smaller. And as far as the inner of the eyes, for me, I just like to have it the same thing. So for example, I can do Alt and left click right here. Let's see. It just depends what we want to have. So why is that right there? Yeah, who knows? Just depends. Okay, it depends if you want to separate this or not, or just have it in there. All right, it's just a lot of things. Depends on what you want to do. Sometimes I just like to separate it. For example, I'm gonna click on these ones. Down, Control, and Alt and Shift. Then I think it's this one. Is it? Yeah. Then I'm gonna do H, L, L, Alt, H, and it's all here. And I'm gonna do sign. All right. Now when you texture the eye, I'm gonna texture just right behind it white. All right, I'm gonna make another one. New, and I'm gonna make this one the. Do I have eyelashes? Just I'm gonna. You can name a lot of things. Eyelashes. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, then rename this one just eyes. Okay, now this one's eyelashes. Let's do L, 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 and assign. Of course, we could do the same thing we did before. Texture, UV map, and we just make these like basically black. Like this one like almost black. Hold on, Control left click right here, and this one just black. And I'm gonna do. Let's see. I'm gonna make sure it's at make sure it's higher. All right, we don't really see anything right now. And I think that's the only colors I want differently. But now we're just doing colors. We're not doing seams yet. Click on the clothes. As far as the clothing goes, and do a slash on a numpad. All right, I want the bells to have a separate shader, but first we'll just do the clothes. Let's just add just new. I'm just going to do generic clothing. I'm just going to do texture, UV map. What color should I do this? I just do purple. And just make sure it's smaller. Wait a minute. Why is this? Huh? How come the rest isn't being affected? Oh, got it. Okay. See, it's on one whole cube. Don't worry. I can show you how to fix that later. All right, now it's time to fix the bells. I'm going to make a new one for the bells. Just new. And I'm just call it bells. Okay, let's see. What else do I want separate? I think I want the shoes separate. Having it separate for texturing other programs can make it a lot easier. See, LL, make a new one.
That's the time I tell you that extra. No, Connor.
Gonna name it shoes. Let's see, as far as the color goes, brownish, I guess. Doesn't matter too much. Oh, duh. Don't forget to do checker texture. Then do UV. Then, you know, right here. And this right here, of course, but make this one darker. I think it was darker in this one. And don't forget to do a sign because we have these selected. You see how it's like Halloweenish color? It depends what you want. I don't think I want it all the way. Yeah, I think I want more like that. And see, I also want the bells to be its own separate thing. LL, LL. And this up here. Dot numpad, make sure I select on that. Make sure I have the bell selected and a sign. All right, the bells, I want a goldish color. I'm just going to put it on, I don't know, like, oh, well, first we have to do texture. Come on. This one, and this one, and, you know, probably just this one right here, and after that, this one right here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Let's see. So I have both from yellow, and let's have this one down. You want to make sure you can tell them apart. See how this can tell them apart? And, you know, make it bigger if you want to. Let's see. I want to see them smaller. The shoes, for example, that was a little too big. Make that a little smaller. All right. Oh, let's see. Do I want to do the ribbon separately? Do I? I don't want to run into too many shaders. Less is more. Let's see, okay, the clothing's done, the body's done, the head's done. The hair. Let's do the hair. Just do new. Let's see. Do the same thing you did before. Texture, UV map. And it's supposed to be white anyways, so we can just do this to white. And see how it's stretching? Don't worry, I'm sure I have to fix that later. Same thing right here, just make it smaller. Alright, same thing with the ears, just new. And let's see, what I'm gonna name this. Ears tail. Because why not? That's what it is. And same thing right here. Nope, that's not what I clicked on. Clicked on this one. All right, and that's basically going to be a similar color, but I want to tell them apart. See, now we can't tell them apart. Do not want that. Let's see, do I want to make it bluish? It just depends how you want to do it. Let's see, just 5-5 after that. This one, oops. Could copy this one, make this one like black. See how it's a blue tint to it? I want to see the difference. And same thing down here, make it bigger. All right. I think that's all the shaders we needed to do. So for example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait a minute. What's this new one right here? What's hair? Oh, don't forget the name of hair. All right, this could be named hair. All right, let's start with the fur would be the easiest one to UV unwrap. So you can go UV editing. All right, and just do / on numpad. So only focus on this. All right, and you don't see the short keys here. Don't worry. Gonna add them back. Okay, now you can see them. Maybe go material preview and see this. This isn't bad how it's UV unwrapped. You could probably just leave it how this one is right here. It's not bad. For example, I do L. It does have some stretching that does concern me. This is just flat out terrible. So you could do Alt, left click right here, and just do U, mark seam. And I don't like UV unwrapping the ears. This, the puff, I'm going to leave. The reason why it's already UV unwrapped because we came from stuff to begin with. See how this is together. This, I think it's actually overlapping with another one. Here's the thing. So I'm going to click A on everything. And I'm going to show you a neat little trick I think is awesome. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Oh. Click on here. Then I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. All right, and as far as this one going, bring this one down. It's just the lines get in the way. Well, control. Oh, probably. I just don't need to see that much lines. All right, blue is good. When it gets red, that's when it's really bad. The texture's gonna stretch and be ugly in some spots. So I can do L right here. You see how it gets red in some spots? That means you have to UV unwrap it. Let's see. The character's seen from the front, so it's the back. I don't care if it looks ugly or not. Let's see that, for example, and do the same thing over here. Make sure matching on both sides. Do U, mark seam, and just click everything. For example, if you go U, unwrap angle based, it does it all together, but it's all going to share one, so kind of all has to be one. But let's start with the tail first. And let's see, you can try different ones, for example, like this one, for example, and see how it stretches. This one's not good. This one, let's see, let's go close up onto it. You see this? How it bends around it. I'm gonna do the other one real quick. See how it's perfectly even cubes? That is what we want. That's good. All right, but no, it's stick that way too much. We don't want that. Let's see. Kind of shove it over here. Probably want to take up. The tail is big, so I want to take up as much as the ears do. Like right here-ish. Then click on everything else. But, first hold down Z, go wireframe, select all this. And kind of just shove this off to the side, then click on everything. All right. See, the puff ones have stretching, but I don't care because I do not want to UV unwrap the puff thing. See how it goes all over the place? No UV unwrapping for me on that one. Let's see, puff balls are pretty small. And I'm going to put them. Probably shove the ears right here. Let's see. See how the cube is going. And let's see. Let's click. For example, if you click on faces, if you do L, it's only could do this bar, only one half, because that's a half that's split in the middle. All right, and that one is with this one. All right, so this one's the back one. Turn this off, I don't need this on. And of course, want this to be bigger. I usually like to have the cubes all the same size. All right. Let's see, big cube right here. See how it's similar size. Not bad, not bad. So yeah, this looks pretty good how it is. So I'm gonna do this tab to get slash. See how the slash. And I'm gonna go to layout. All right, that part's already done. Now it's time for the hair. Then go to UV editing. Oh, yeah, UV editing. And you click on everything. For example, just do slash and it's right here. All right. So as far as curves go, curves are naturally UV unwrapped. See how if it's fatter, it looks good and it starts to stretch. I just don't care about unwrapping hair. I really don't. I kind of just leave it on default. The circle is already UV unwrapped. Now, if you add, I'm going to click, for example, I'm going to click this one right here and do L. All right, it's mostly good. How come the edges are not good? Because if you click on them, a lot of times since I added another modifier on top of it, let's see, sometimes it's good to like stretch it out. This isn't bad. I think it's going to be textured fine, but we still need to have them separate. They're all on one. You do not want that. So let's see. Where are you? See this one? This is going to be the head. And shove this up to the, up right here for now. Then control, actually just click the whole thing. You do shift L, I think. Yeah, just go to that one. All right, so what are we seeing here? We have all of them into one. We do not want that. So you save time, select this one, select off to the side, and let's see. Make sure, I like to do this one. So see how it does it bricky? That just saves a lot of time. All right, as far as separating the ponytail from the front, that's up to you. Might as well do it. It's longer, so you may have problems later, so that's why I like to do it. Okay. So you can just do click on it, then G, see how it just does it. Then click on it again. See? Click right here, G. Left click right here, G. All right, see, that's all of them. I'm gonna do L and just kind of just put these down. Let's see, probably like right here-ish, because I just don't want them to be in the way. Then let's see, I'm gonna do Control I, and just do Shift. Dang it, what was it again? My brain is upside down. Okay, Shift L, deselect that. Okay, sorry about that. All right, and just do one at a time, like I did before. Just click on it and just do G. Saves time. Oh, awesome, there's a hand tracking. My phone isn't properly tracking because the sun's in the way. So yeah, that's why I picked the robot. Some of them are good, some of them are not. Like they kind of twisted and look weird. All right, see, everything's here. And just do over here and just do L. So now you have all these. All right, so I want to fit all of these within here. How are we going to do that? Let's start putting Legos together. Let's click all these. I want them the same size. How am I going to do this? So 5 here, and you have some empty spaces up here. Kind of means we just kind of have to shove some other ones to the side. Kind of like that. Hey, I'm not a genius here, guys. And let's have this one up here. All right, and just do L. I'm just going to put it back right here. All right, and as far as I'm going to go right here, let's see. And just do, where is it? 2D cursor. And see how I just go up, down, hold down control, and just go down. All right, if you click somewhere else, don't worry. You could just do it manually. I'm just saving time doing right here. Yeah, it just fits. See how well this fits? Let's see here. If I can. Oh, dang it. Now it's harder to move around. Yeah, I like to do that. Why? Because I want this to be big. Now I just go back to middle one. All right. See how what's my small, this one's big? It's up to you if I make them all the same size, but it's the way I like it. All right. Let's see. We don't want anything falling out. All right. So we can do A and just kind of shove it over here. Okay. Nothing's falling out. Nothing's over the edge. This is fantastic. You do slash on the numpad and make sure you go out of here. All right. The tails and ears are good. Oh, we can do the body, I guess. Click right here. Hold down. The body is really tricky to UV unwrapping. We'll just do the body first and go to UV editing. And do dot on the numpad. And we can hide our reference. I don't need to see that. All right. Go on edge select. Okay, so we have to skin it out like a rug, like a bear rug. That's how texturing works. For example, if I were to click on it, see how messed up it is? It's messed up because there's a bunch of stuff connected to a bunch of stuff of who knows what. Let's see, we don't need to see this right now. So we can go to, just hold down Alt, then like left click right here. Let's see how that goes. See how it goes on all the fingers, save times. Let's see. Sometimes you want to do it in the middle, just depends. I don't like how it goes right there with the thumb. Let's go back to lowest one real quick. Let's go top one. So you can't work right here. Remember, Alt left click right here. That seems fine. And remember, let's see, C, and you just deselect everything. All right, as far as this goes, I don't want to go after the fingernail. So I'm just kind of zooming in on it. Remember, just do C, mouse wheel up and down. All right, now we could do U, unwrap. No, it's mark seam. All right, now that's all marked. Now I have to do zipper in the back. Alt left click right here, but we don't want all this back here. So do C. Hold, you know, after that, just hold my mouse button, hold down. All right, so where do we exactly want to go? Alt left click right here. Right here. Oh, nope, we don't want that one. Okay, we might want this one. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, we don't want to see seams in the front. The character in the front is supposed to be golden. Who cares about the back? Alt left click right here. Do the same thing right here. And just do C and just go like that. All right, so that's going to be separated like that. And just do U, mark seam. All right, that looks like that's it. Okay, I'm going to go over here, for example, and just do A, do U, unwrap. All right, see, this is actually pretty good. It's like minimum stretching. There's not that much. There's like basically no red. And yeah, it all skinned itself out. The fingernails did shrink a little bit. Let's see, but now, see all the cubes? We have a lot of cubes. That's good. We want to see cubes. If you zoom in, make the cubes finer because I want to see how fine it can get. So I'm going to just do like a 2 right here. Just do 4, I guess. Let's see. So now it's really fine. See, after that, the cubes get bigger. That's bad. That means there's stretching. So in the chest areas, be stretching because that's more geometry has to stretch over. Let's see. The feet are equal size in cubes. The toes, more or less, looks like the same. All right. So after that, just do slash. After that, go back into layout. All right, now it's time for the head. Then go back to UV editing and just do slash and do A. Now this is a huge mess. Oh, the head's tricky. So I'll hold down Alt, left click right here, middle mouse button, then hold down Control to pan right there, snaps, hold down Z to wireframe, click C, and mouse up and down, and probably like right there, and just do U, mark seam. All right, so as far as that goes, you see how we have the line, see the hairline? You're not going to see that anyways. So it looks like a good spot. But if your hair was up or lower, you can just get rid of some. For example, I think I'll get rid of this one. You just do U, clear seam. All right, and since we have the eyes separated, Alt, left click right here, hold down Alt and left, hold down Alt, then Shift, then left click right here, do U, mark seam. So this is going to be separate. Let's see, as far as the eyes go, so I can select right here and do select. Well, actually just go right here and do select and just do hide. So now we just, easiest thing is probably just do right here, L, then hide. So you can see the back of here, see the back of the eye. We don't need that to see the eye back here. So for example, I'm probably just going to delete this. But I want them both to be the equal spot. You do X and vortex, but you still get the disc. All right, since we're here, let's do the tongue. Alt left click right here. Just do U, mark seam. The teeth don't need it, that don't need it. The eyelashes do. So how are we gonna handle the eyelashes? Should we delete the back? Deleting the back is a pain. Yeah, we'll just leave it, I guess. Alt. See how it goes all the way around. Remember, make sure you click this side as well. And just do U, mark seam. And the same thing down here. U, mark seam. And, you know, Alt H, and hide everything. And, oh yeah, don't forget about the inners of the mouth. All right, so what do you want to separate? We have to separate it. Let's do Alt and left click right here. We don't want to do lips because it could poke out. So I want to do more, then more. Do one more in. Sometimes it's better just do like all the way in, so don't have to worry about it with expressions changing. All right, just do U, mark seam. Now select the whole thing. Make sure this is half again. And now when you do U, unwrap. All right, a little bit stretching right there. The mouth is stretching, not good, but let's see. Oh no, we want to make sure it's like this right here. And we select this off, for example. So, yeah, it's not desirable. For example, you see the cubes. Change the sizes. It's probably fine. All right, just see how stuff stretches. You could do U, for example, and just keep doing it. And other ones, for example, and just see the results we get. It's like top one just is fine. All right, but we want to do these separately. For example, I'm gonna select the eyes and do select, then do U, unwrap, because it does it evenly by itself. See that? Choose which ones you like. I guess we select these ones. Do L. Just, you know, it doesn't really matter too much. Probably half of it. And just do L. Okay, these ones are going to be different. I actually want them to be round. What do I mean by that? I just mean I want them to be round. Just do U, unwrap, angle. And which one? Choose different ones. Probably the best we're going to get. And let's see, is it the down? All right, see how the eyes, I just prefer if I do this one, it does that side, but doesn't. So I'm just going to move it. I like to have it gridded. Where is it? Where's gridded? Here it is. After that, and do S. Then is it X? No, S, Y. Hold on, Control. And probably about right there. And I'm going to click on individual. See how it spins around? Why did I do that? Oh, trust me, it makes it so much easier to paint. Because when you paint right here, it's going to automatically stretch the texture upwards. Just have it as a circle. Now I do select both of them. And remember, just LL. And I want these ones to have the whole upper half to themselves. Let's see, I don't want to make them a little smaller. Yeah, I do. Let's see, they are a little bit crooked. I do not want that. See how that though? Do rotation. For example, we could just do exactly 60. Copy it. This one, for example. I just kind of want to be all equally. I have to give it the minus. If that works. Oh no. Yeah, it does. I just prefer if they're the same. Okay, click right here. That could be the bottom of the eye. That could be the bottom. All right. Now it's time for the eyelashes. Do select. I'm going to do U. Unwrap angle. All right, that goes all the way out. Here, I don't really care. Choose which one you like. I'm just going to add a fur effect on them. It doesn't really matter. You can even attach it to the head if you want to. I just want to have them separate because we do a fur effect to them. Well, it doesn't really matter to me. It looks fine to me. All right, now it's just slash. That's that going to layout. All right, last looks like is clothing. Is that the last one? Tail is done. Head. Okay, as far as the body and head, we need to do those together. So go back to UV editing. And right now I'm gonna click right here and select skin. See how it does everything that's skin? You see that? I don't necessarily want that. For example, I can do U, unwrap. And me doing that, it's gonna like unwrap it all like this, all together. And make sure you find one that likes. See, this stretches a little bit, but you know, just, you may not get a better chance. So everything else is kind of automatically just bends out and stretches weirdly. So this one now, this one stretches everywhere. but it is more evenly. Okay. L, hold on, control, just rotate like that and just put it on top. And so I want it to be directly in the middle of the body. For example, I can select the body, Shift S. Was it this one? Nope, wasn't that one. Cursor selected, onto that. Then do that one, and it's in the middle. And after I then grab it down and do, was it Y? Yeah, put it up. I do want to shrink it down a little bit. Here we go. See how it's all together? This makes it easier. It depends how close you want it. And all the rest of the stuff. Oh, I want the feet. That's part of the skin. Let's see. As far as the feet goes, let's do slash numpad. You can select up here, for example, just to make sure you see. See how it's evenly right there? I want that. So I actually want the feet that small. And I don't really care where they go. I'm kind of shove them over here, I guess. If I have empty space, might as well shove it. All right, these parts. It's probably the inners of the mouth. I think these are the teeth. These are the blush marks. The blush marks matter. As far as texturing, the blush marks supposed to be large textures. So UV unwrap these separately. Let's see. But I want it to be leveled with it. Let's do L and just hide. For example, if I have to go back to faces, see that how it's not the way I want it. Let's just do it by itself. Let's see. See how it does that? And what's onto here? I think this is this half. Now we do the same thing over here. See how it does these bottom ones? Let's do LL. Do Shift C. And you just do L, for example. You just kind of bring them together. Well, it depends. And yeah, just do that. But of course, I don't want them together. I want them to be separate like that. And I'm going to do this one. And yeah. Then after that, I need to bring everything back together. Make sure I have everything selected. All right. So the blushes, I want them to be as huge as possible. It makes it a lot easier for texturing. So if you use special effects for stuff, it can blur onto other textures, but it's annoying. So I want to shove them off to the side. Probably about right there. It's kind of far away. Teeth, I don't care. What are these? That's the tongue. Remember, you can just click on stuff. For example, do L. That's inners of the mouth. And teeth. Yeah, basically know what everything is. These are teeth. As far as these goes, let's see, inners of the mouth. I think I want the mouth. Yeah, see, I want to match the other cubes. Might as well make it big. It doesn't matter. I have space. If you have space, just make it big. Only problem is, see, it gets really small right here. That causes problems. That is not good. That's the thing to have problems with. So I can even do it separately and just do U. And let's see. Just try different ones. Unwrapping, stretching. Let's see. I would probably just do with that. I know it looks weird. And do faces again. And it doesn't be perfect. Probably right here. And here's the other parts. Put the teeth together. See, here's the tongue. Going to see. I was making them big because why not? I have the space. But you see how they're all still similar in size? That's what I want. All right, looks like that's the body. You can get out of here, go to layout. All right, last one is a clothing. What is a pain in the neck? Let's do slash and numpad. All right, let's start with the shoes first. I'm gonna have this part separate anyways. If you want to, the sole, I can do it. Is so many ways. I'm down, left click right here. As far as deleting polygons, spend the time to do it if you want to. For me, it doesn't really matter too much. Do you mark seam, and for example, we go. Let's see, did it work? Did I do the whole thing? Oh, LL. Just do U, unwrap by angle. Why would it? Oh, sorry. Do faces. See how it's separate? All right. Now this is one thing. All right. So that's the shoes. Yeah, shoes does have its own separate texture thing. So it just depends how do you want UV unwrap these. Let's see. Oops. It just helps if it is UV unwrapped correctly. That's good. Let's do these ones down here. Here we go. It doesn't really matter to me if it's perfect. The shoes. Just kind of put them up here. Then after that, then we do L. And just make sure you fit them in. The main part. We still want it to be similar sizes. You see how they're so fat, they take up like all the space. You could do them exactly if you want to, like that. Yeah, it's probably fine. And remember, look at the cubes underneath, see if they're similar size. And it looks like they're not similar sizes. These need to be bigger or the other ones need to be smaller. See, making it bigger is going to make it smaller. So you can make these ones smaller so they fit. That's good. Now it's time for, let's see. Let's do the bells. So if I select the bells and do this, and do as all these up here, and make sure you have this selected. Alt left click right here. I want to do both sizes. It just depends if you want to do it or not. Do you? I'm sorry, not that. Do you? Mark seam. It is. Oh, UV unwrap already. I want to be better. I want it to be better. It could be better. Now it's time for the bells. Let's see. I think I'll put them up here at that seam. Just do U, mark seam. Let's see, I think that's good enough for the bell. So for example, I could do select, do U, unwrap. And not bad, not bad. And look right here, you see cubes. See cubes. We can make the cubes smaller so you can actually see them. Here we go. Okay, now some of the cubes are stretching, the other ones are not. Work with me here. Oh yeah, the middle. Mark seam, then select the whole thing, then do it again. See that? Now it's evenly. Well, the bells, I don't care. There is some stretching going on. Do you again? Okay, minimum stretching it's kind of cool. It does both of them, but sometimes it can make it more bluer in some spots. That one's fine. That's good. Now it's time for clothing. As you can see, it is an absolute mess. Yeah, looks like there's an outline right here. Don't just click right here. Right click, smooth vortex. Click this, and you can even do this. Let's do 20. Let's do 30. Yeah, see, that's good enough. It's not no longer moving. You may catch stuff later on. You could also remember to delete polygons, but I don't want to be here till the cows come home. For example, we click right here and do U, unwrap. See, it's tricky if you could do that. For example, I'm going to see that. Does UV unwrap correctly? Let me click this, for example. Yeah, that's not bad. I'll probably just leave it, actually. Here's another way you can do it. You can actually do it from the back. Where is it? U, mark seam, then select the whole thing. Just do unwrap. It just really depends on how you want to do it. For example, I think the other way was fine. Just do it the other way. Now, if you want to do stripes, the problem is, so if you want to do stripes around the character, it's going to go right here and do stripes and looks weird. It just really depends on what you're trying to do. Me, I'm not trying to do stripes, so it really doesn't matter, as long as the cubes are similar sizes. All right, now it's time for up here. Oh, up here is a mess. And do left click right here. Makes you have this selected on. Let's see. This up here, we can have this separated. For example, exactly what I want. I want a little lower. Basically, I don't really want to see it. Oops. Let's do mark seam. Oh yeah, don't forget to do like right here. Does it up there? That's my concern. Then click this and do UV unwrap. It's a mess, I know, but the reason why I did that, so I can click right here and do L, and I can hide it. See that? That's nice. So now when we click on this, see? Nice. Let's see, it depends how you want to do this. Probably good just to cut it from here, from seams, like have seams down there. And it's good to unfold this way. Or you can just have it. So you can even have it in the back, you know. Like that. That's probably the best bet. Do U, mark seam. Let's see. Now, this thing right here. Oh boy. I don't really care about it, but it still needs to be done correctly. Like for example, if I do U, unwrap. Is it connected right here? It is. It doesn't matter to me too much. No, this does. This has to have a thing in the middle. So let's do it, the thing in the middle. And just do, so you keep and delete the middle, do vortex, for example, and I can see anyways. And yeah, just do U. Mark seam. All right, so that should be taken care of. See, now that should be unwrapped. It's not the best. You can tell it's like totally stretched. Ooh. There's really no way to sugarcoat it. It's just doesn't know how to morph out. At that case, it actually would be better just to delete it. Then do L, then unwrap. Minimum stretching. Let's see. All right. Control H, that unhides it. All right. Oh, the neck. Don't forget about the neck. Oh, the neck is already is. But I can have this slit in the neck. Mark seam. This makes it so it unwraps a lot easier. See how it's all stretching. Okay, don't forget about the knots. And remember, do from the edges. Mark seam. And all we have to do is make sure it does it from both ends evenly. See, two from there. For example, if I did it right here, is it? I think it's right there, right? Who knows? You, mark seam. And now this thing in the middle. See, make sure you get the middle of it. Just do, probably just delete the middle, just vortex. No stuff for this one as well. All right, so I'm gonna select the whole thing and all right. So you see how I apply the mirror modifier? And some things are going through each other. This wasn't meant to go through each other. I want to see. So we're having troubles with this. For example, you can see how it's going through each other. There's a really fast way you can fix this. Do LL, and we can turn this on. And hold down G, hold down Control, and just snap. It just combines all the closest polygons together, saving time. But I want to make sure it's. Yeah, we did that. Control. I'm sorry. I did Control Z to go back in time. And click right here, and I am going to the merge threshold and click another 0, then click that, then G, hold on Control, and right there. Not right now, Birdie. He wants a head scratch. He's been waiting. He's been good. All right. And that combines any mirror modifiers that intertwine and get really annoying. All right, I think that's it. Select, U, unwrap. And now we can look at everything. Not bad. And maybe we can click on faces and just select this. That's that, for example. And I want it to split off right here, for example. So I'm going to do Control I, H, click right here. So you have this selected. Alt, left click right here. Where is it? Come on. I'm going to do a U, mark seam. Now do L, then do U by angle. And now it does that. Let's see, it depends if you want it to go through the back as well. As you can see, it depends how you want the cube to stretch around it. Oh, Control. Now after that, then you could do it and just see how it fits together. Oops, not the whole thing, not the whole thing, this part. See how it's attached right here? I don't want that. Let's do V. See, I don't want it connected. Then after that, then we do that and do U. So it does that. Oh, make sure you turn this off. You want that off. Yeah, Let me do this one down here. See how it does a string? That could be nice. Let's select the whole thing. You can do minimum stretching if you want to. But make sure I only want to do just the skin or clothing. Minimum stretching, it shoves it all down here. Normal. See how you look at the difference? Just depending on what you're trying to do. Minimum stretching might actually be the best. It just really depends what you're trying to do. For me, I'm not going to be until the cows come home. This actually looks... Does that look fine? What's this, for example? Where is this one at? Everything basically looks fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just really depends on you of how you want to fit the whole entire thing. Let's see. That looks fine to me. You can spend as much time as you want to making it look prettier. The neck part is important. Since it's so small, it's not going to look good. See how you have all this empty space up here? That's not good. So all the leftover like ribbon ties and whatnot. Let's see. What's this, for example? See, this is supposed to be the ribbon tie. I want this bigger. Yeah, see that? Well, bigger, not like ginormous or anything. Why? See how it's perfectly cubed now? Because it's supposed to be this long, believe it or not. Oh, it just really depends. Oh yeah, don't forget it. Unhide stuff. It really depends how big you want stuff. Now, since it depends on these stuff is similar sizes. Let's see. I'm clicking these, for example. I want these to be together. So I even do UV unwrap on these separately, or just shove this over to the side, then select this. Color. I'll shove this over here. Make it big. Or just stretch it. You just shove in there, for example. We could be here until the cows come home. Hold on, Control, then L. You know, it just really depends on how much time you want to spend on this. No, not right now, bird. No, not right now. Okay, I have to get him. Come on. This, for me, look around, does look fine. That's the most important thing to you. It doesn't have to look gorgeous 10 out of 10. It really does help if you take advantage of the space, though. Let's see. I think these are the ribbon ties. I do want to keep these together. Are these the ribbon ties as well? Oh, these connect in the middle. Got it. So what I would actually do is go in between the middle of these. Let's see. The very middle of these ribbons. And do U, mark seam. Just click right here. Not quite in the middle. U, mark seam. That's like the whole thing. I'm gonna have to redo these, of course. see. Just kind of less stretching overall. Select the whole thing. I'm lazy. You have all these empty spaces. That's a problem I have with it. It's fine. We can be here till the cows come home. All right. You have your whole layout. And basically, this is your layout. Basically, everything's UV unwrapped. Now, there is another thing you have to worry about. So I'm clicking here, for example, and it's orientation. What do I mean by that? Let me show you what I mean. Which one was it? Okay, face orientation. That one matters, by the way. So I'm going to select right here. I want that one on. The red matters of how it's going to poke up and where it's going to poke up from. All right, that matters. So make sure you're going to. Am I in edit mode? Am I in edit mode? How come I can't see stuff? Oh, dang it. Duh. Must be on the clothing. Then go into clothing. For example, I would just select everything. Let's see. Control N. Reset Victors. Reset Smooth. Let's see. Recalculate outside. See how that looks good and that looks good, but no, not this doesn't look good anymore. So you do flip. This is going to be, it is going to flip out. Yes, I know that. And give a good look over and everything. Yeah, the clothes looks fine in that part. Let's see the hair. Everything else is basically good. Okay, there's one more thing that, let's see, I want to care about. Let me show you what it is. I just forgot where it was. Oh, fudge. What did I click on? I don't know what that is. No, not that. Where is it? Dang, I forgot what it was, actually. It's a special thing. I can might as well be in this one. Here we go. See that? This matters. It really does matter. This is basically calculating where the light's going to kind of bounce off in a rough sense. So for example, I'm going to go to object mode, select everything, go into edit mode, select everything, make sure everything's selected, and control N, reset Victors. See how it's resetting something? Then smooth Victors. All right, smooths it out. That's how I like to do it. Then go back. Now we could turn this off because obviously a bit noxious. That just really helps with shading how it goes around stuff. It calculates where the faces are. And I believe we're done. Next is going to be texturing. If you guys need help, leave a comment down below. I love helping. And yeah, hopefully the next one could be a fun one.